How to turn off on Windows memory compression. The Windows memory compression feature was introduced in Windows 10 and Server 2016. It optimizes the use of RAM by compressing pages. Essentially, Windows 11, like any operating system, will typically store files in the computer's RAM when they need to be accessed frequently and with fast response times. RAM is multiple times faster than typical storage, so instead of storing these files on the disk, it's more suitable to store them in RAM, so they can be accessed more quickly and provide a smooth experience for everyday tasks. However, RAM is also much more expensive and volatile, meaning its data is lost when it's powered off, so it's not a viable solution to pack hundreds or thousands of gigabytes of RAM into a computer. As such, PCs usually have it in much lower quantities compared to the storage available on an SSD, and when that limit is reached, Windows may need to create page files to hold more temporary data. These page files are stored on the disk, which means they're slower, and that's when you might notice a loss of performance on your PC. That's why memory compression exists. This makes it so that Windows compresses files before storing them in RAM. By making files smaller, more of them can be stored in the RAM, and there's less of a need to use page files, which in turn should mean faster performance overall. Compressing data before storing it means your CPU will have to work harder, not only to compress the files, but potentially to decompress them as well when accessing them. You're getting improvements in memory performance, but at the expense of CPU performance. Some Windows features, such as memory compression, are enabled by default and can actually hurt your experience. Even though they claim that this feature improves system responsiveness, in reality, memory compression slows everything down. Memory compression runs no matter how much RAM you have and uses your CPU to do it. Turning it off frees up CPU cycles. Memory compression negatively impacts performance. 1. High CPU and RAM usage can cause computer slowdowns. 2. Process can reach up to 100% CPU usage in Task Manager. 3. Problem may occur after sleep hibernate mode. 4. The tests revealed that, in some cases, it caused FPS drops in games. How to disable memory compression. Run PowerShell Windows Terminal as an administrator and enter this command: disable mmagent MC. Memory compression will be turned off. With the feature disabled, memory usage should be higher, but you should see higher performance overall. If you don't notice a performance difference or you think it's worse, you can re-enable memory compression with this command: enable mmagent MC. Alternatively, if you can't remember whether it's on or off, you can run the command get mmagent and press enter, then look for the memory compression line. If it says true, the feature is on, otherwise it's turned off. Rather than dealing with all these commands, you can use a small portable application that allows you to view and change the memory compression state with one click. Download the small application from the link below the YouTube video, then extract it from the zip file. It will inform you of the memory compression status and ask if you want to enable it if it's disabled or disable it if it's enabled. This allows you to easily turn memory compression on or off. Memory compression is one of the many things that can hurt a PC's performance in specific cases.